Have you ever wondered what humanity looks like from an outsider's perspective? Not just our art or our history, but the very code that makes us who we are. Imagine a visitor from another world, a curious mind from across the stars, trying to understand the intricate miracle of human life. What would they see? What questions would they ask? They might start in a futuristic lab, surrounded by shimmering holograms. Instead of dusty textbooks, they'd see a glowing, three-dimensional double helix DNA spinning in midair. A human scientist, acting as a guide, would explain the basics of genetics, pointing out the billions of base pairs that write the story of each and every one of us. The alien's eyes, perhaps glowing with their own unique bioluminescence, would widen in fascination, seeing the blueprint of a species so different yet so complex. Their study would go deeper from the macro to the micro. They'd observe a 3D projection of a human cell as it divides, a fundamental dance of life that ensures our growth and survival. They'd compare our genetic spiral to their own, noting the similarities and the stark, beautiful differences that evolution has carved into our respective species. In a cosmic classroom, they might be the sole student, watching a slideshow on human biology from our skeletal structure to our intricate nervous system. The journey of discovery would continue into the miracle of how we begin. In a sterile, scientific setting, they would watch holographic projections of human embryos developing from a single cell to a fully formed infant. They wouldn't see it with sentimentality, but with a pure, scientific curiosity. How does this organism protect its young? What is the gestation period, and how does it compare to other mammals on Earth, or even to life on their own planet? They'd see diagrams of human reproductive biology, study hormonal cycles, and analyze charts on growth and development from infancy to old age, all with the detached precision of a researcher. This alien student wouldn't just be interested in our biology, but in our behavior. They'd examine our family trees, projected in neon light, tracing lineages and the inheritance of traits. They'd observe footage of human family interactions, studying the powerful social bonds that tie us together. Why do humans form such strong parental and community units? A human anthropologist might explain the cultural rituals surrounding relationships and family, highlighting how our biology shapes our societies. The alien would take meticulous notes, sketching cellular processes in a glowing notebook, trying to connect the dots between our hormones, our emotions, and our social structures. Their research would expand to a planetary scale. From a starship observatory, they'd study Earth's population data, watching our demographic charts and ecological spread across the globe. They'd be fascinated by our biodiversity, the sheer variety of life on our planet, and how we, as a single species, have adapted to nearly every environment. They'd see our evolutionary charts, tracing our path from ancient primates to modern humans, a story of survival, adaptation, and incredible resilience. This cosmic perspective offers a powerful mirror. Seeing ourselves through the eyes of another, a being driven by pure curiosity, strips away the familiar and reveals the extraordinary. It reminds us that the processes we often take for granted, from the way our cells divide to the way we form families, are marvels of the universe. We are a species defined by our complex biology, our deep-seated need for connection, and our relentless drive to understand the world around us. Perhaps, in that way, we aren't so different from a curious visitor from the stars. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this journey into speculative science, be sure to like, subscribe, and follow for more explorations of life, the universe, and everything in between.